What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Second Street Marvel for the morning movie chat. I hope you're all having a very good day today. I am your host, Trinity. Thank you all so much for being here. Here we are on Friday already. Can you believe it? It's already here, guys, the end of the week. And man, what a crazy week it has been, right? I mean, even here in Southern California, it's raining a little bit more than usual. I think it's rained more than this last week than the yearly average. Yeah, than the yearly average. It's so crazy, man. Things are absolutely crazy out there right now. Obviously, we know with everything going on out there in the world right now that just everything's a little out of sorts, guys, and that's just the way of the world. You know what I mean? It's nothing to be alarmed about. And I'm not gonna get into any of that. You know why? Because that's not what I do. I'm not a doctor or a health advisor or anything. I mean, I could advise you on some things, but my stuff I would advise you on would be preventative measures. You know, things to do out there. Go out there, do morning workouts. Go for a walk in the morning. Go for a bike ride. Go for a run. Go for whatever it is you do. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I got a lot of things I want to talk to you guys about today. Some of the things I've been talking about here on the channel, as well as some things that other people have been talking about as well. So, I don't know, just a whole lot of things going on out there. There's recent casting. We'll get into it, but I think it's actually confirmed that Richard E. Grant is going to be coming into the MCU, and he's apparently cast to be in the Loki series. And who he's being cast as is something we've talked about here, guys, before. I've talked to you guys about this thing, and don't act like I haven't. I've been talking about it for almost about a year now. And we'll get into a little bit of that. And also got more Black Widow theories going on around out there. So we're going to be getting into a whole bunch of that. Did you guys hear any of these Black Widow theories and things going on? I actually had a video that I had pre-recorded and everything on here. And for whatever reason, iMovie was taking forever getting it ready. It was going to be a nice introduction video here for you guys to come check out and watch. And yeah, for whatever reason, iMovie just wasn't wanting to. I don't know. Anyway, guys, so we're here doing all of this live. We're going to probably keep the show a little bit short today, but thank you guys so much for being here. Let's see who we got here in the live chats already. It looks. Oh man, oh, come on, what's going on here? Okay. Looks like we're at Eli Gray says, "What's up, Trinity, and the Second Street Marvel community? Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Eli. Hope you're doing very well today." Eric Rigsby says, "I am inside the ride and ready to kickstart the weekend for me, hanging out in my den of fun." Awesome, man. Awesome. Captain Pennsylvania says, "If you like My Hero Academia, watch this new movie. It's awesome." That would be the one out at the movie theater right now, correct? Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I haven't really watched any of it though. But I'm sure it's pretty good. I'm sure if Perp is around, he's probably checked it out. Vlad Riot, thank you so much for being here. Dylan's Comics, my brother, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here, man. Garlic, where's Garlic Jr. at, man? Come on, Garlic. Thank you so much for being here. Greatly appreciate it. Eli Gray says, nice, Eric, Captain Pennsylvania. How was that film? Yeah, I've heard it was good. Fan Gesture, thank you so much for being here. Adam, Apex Comics says, "I will check out The Hunt at Alamo Draft House." Nice. Yeah, I've heard about that movie. I don't know. I guess at some point I will check that one out. It sounds interesting. Peter Colabucci, thank you so much for being here. UCU, the United Comics Universe. We are Comics is in the building. Thank you so much for being here. Dylan's Comics has just got done reading Cable. That issue was really dope. Phil Noto killing it in the artwork. Can't wait to talk on our show tomorrow. Trinity is going to be a great show. Absolutely. And I almost had to cancel tomorrow because my daughter was supposed to be doing this karate tournament, but you know, right? Captain Pennsylvania says, "What's up, guys? I'll be in and out. I'm still watching. It's a great show so far. Thank you so much for being here." Keely Chow, thank you so much for being here. The ambassador is in the building as well. Star Wars Santa is here. Says, "Happy Friday. Watched the ad and clicked the like." Oh, was there an ad on here? Oh wow, already, huh? Nice. Have have a line on issues 1 to 3 of Mountain Head for like $10. Think I'm going to snag them after you mentioning how much you like that series, Trinity. Yeah, it's really good, and I think at the beginning of April is going to be issue number 4, and then issue number 5 is going to be at the end of April. I don't know. So yeah, Lonely Banter, thank you so much for being here. Guys, did you guys catch episode 2 of Lonely with Friends yesterday? It was great. It was great. Wasn't that yesterday? Wasn't that yesterday? That was yesterday, wasn't it? Or was it the day before? Was that on Wednesday? Oh man, I think it was Wednesday. Man, time's fun. No. It was yesterday. Man, I don't know, man. Things have been crazy, man. Things have been crazy, and that's why, like I said, I've got a lot going on with my personal life, with my business and everything. But yeah, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get into some of these rumors and stuff going on out here, guys. Like, there's some of these rumors that we're gonna talk about today that we're getting here from our good friend. I say our good friend, like I know the guy, but he's our good friend. And when I say I mean our, like mine, yours, and everyone else out there. He's our good friend Charles Murphy at murphysmultiverse.com. And he's talking about Richard E. Grant being cast in the MCU. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Being cast in the MCU. Possibly. Let's see. Where are we at here? Let's get past the ads here. Academy Award nominated actor Richard E. Grant has joined the cast of the upcoming Disney Plus Marvel Studios streaming series Loki. Grant's involvement in the production, which was first reported by Discussing Film, is reportedly a minimal time, maximum impact role, with the actor on board for just one episode of the series' first season. Here he is, right here. This is Richard E. Grant. You probably recognize him if you went out and seen Star Wars. You've probably seen him in the Rise of Skywalker. You've probably seen him in plenty of other movies out there. He's a pretty well-known actor. Curiously, the news of Grant's casting comes shortly after rumors began to swirl that one of Marvel's greatest comic villains, Kang the Conqueror, would make his MCU debut in Loki. Over the years, Kang has appeared in many forms, but one quite suits Grant's age and demeanor. Immortus. Wrong button. Immortus. Guys, let me know down in the comments below if you guys have been here over the last year. Some of you haven't been here the last year. I understand that. We've grown quite a bit here on the channel over the last year. Let me tell you. And thank you all. Speaking of which, speaking of thanking you all, I also wanted to say thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. There are links down in the description where you can go and become a monthly Patreon supporter for, as little as $1 a month. And just every dollar counts. If you don't want to watch, well, I guess you'd probably watch the ads anyway. But that kind of depends. The thing is, you can go there, become a Patreon supporter, where you will get some exclusive content over there on Patreon. You should go check out the Patreon as well, and make sure you follow it, because I'm going to do it soon. Doing some other live streams over there, covering some other different things in like the movies, the fandoms, just other kinds of stuff that I don't want to overflood the channel here with. But again, thank you to all of the Patreon supporters. All the money that goes to from the Patreons goes into paying for the service that I use, which is StreamYards, for when I do any of the live streams, when we have guests and things like that here on the show. We run it through StreamYards. It's just, and I pay for the step up from the free edition, so it doesn't have like, up in the corner it would normally have like the little StreamYards logo and all that. We got rid of all that stuff, man. We got rid of all that stuff. So that's all the Patreon supporters help bring the live streams that we do here on the channel. So thank you so much to them. Or you can also send in direct donations via Streamlabs, or even send in direct donations, or not direct donations. That's through Streamlabs. Or you can even send in super chats. Again, nothing you guys have to do, guys. I'm set. It doesn't really take me much to do. I'm just sitting here on my computer talking into a camera. But thank you once again to all of the Patreon supporters. But guys, I'm telling you, did we not talk about this? Was I not talking about Immortus just like last week. You know, or just like maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, maybe 6 months ago. Dude, I'm telling you, I've been talking about this Immortus thing for quite a while. Where this started off, where I first started off talking about this, and we're going to get into this thing here in just a minute. All right. But where I first got onto this was from this little Easter egg, and I told you guys about this a couple weeks ago. Maybe I can't remember. It's been in the very recent history. But I told you guys last year when I was breaking down the Avengers Endgame trailer, there's an address on a house in the background behind Scott Lang that is 1064. And I was telling you guys, and I've been flapping my gums about this to anybody that'll listen. Just like Sammy Jenkins. You know, you tell that story to everybody. Remember Sammy Jenkins? Remember Sammy Jenkins? Remember that movie? Anyway. I was doing this breakdown of Avengers Endgame, and in the background there's this address, 1064, which I, was a nerd out there, and I went and I looked up Avengers issue 10. It's from 1964, featuring Immortus. And I told you guys about who Immortus is, right? He's like he's the ruler of Limbo, right? He's the ruler of Limbo. He's the king of time. You know, the Limbo is the mystic. He's the ruler of the mystic realm of Limbo, and Limbo is where things never change. And that's what he likes to do. Is he likes to keep things. He likes to keep things even and going how they're supposed to be. And in this, I was talking to you guys about in this issue, he ends up going to the Masters of Evil, who was composed of Zemo, who was running the thing, who also had Scourge the Executioner. We've seen him in the MCU already. He was in Thor Ragnarok. Where do you think he got those guns at? Texas. Yeah, right. Remember? When was he in Texas? Anyway, we've also had rumors. I've talked to you guys about this already. We also had rumors that Enchantress, actually, we had rumors that there was a female Loki being cast, and I talked to you guys about, some of my speculation about, female Loki, it's kind of like Enchantress, right? So why not have it be Enchantress? And then all of a sudden, we got some casting news about possibly being Enchantress in the Loki series, right? Okay, Enchantress was one of the ones that she was in the she was one of the ones that was in this Masters of Evil. So Immortus goes to the Masters of Evil, says, "Hey, join me and I'll help you, and I will help you defeat the Avengers." And they're like, "Defeat one of them, and then we'll talk about joining you, pal. Okay, you join us if anything." And so he went and he lured Captain America there to where he was staying somehow in upstate New York, I guess, probably. Maybe he was hanging out with Tony Stark, right? Hashtag the Stark Sham. Anyway, so Captain America goes because Immortus takes Rick Jones, kidnaps him, lures him in, kidnaps Rick Jones, sends him back in time into the tower, and sends Captain America back to go save him, to be his white knight, but not before he talks to Captain America and says, "Hey man, the Avengers are the ones who sent him here." And so Captain America goes to the Avengers, they get into a fight, all the Avengers, everybody, Captain America brings him back to Immortus, they send Cap back in time to save Rick Jones, which he does, he comes back, Cap comes back in time to save all the Avengers as they're there fighting Hercules and Goliath and Merlin. And yeah, so it was a pretty crazy fight. And Immortus is like, "All right, cool, you defeated me, like whatever, He ends up taking off and leaves. And then the Masters of Evil are getting their butt kicked. And then basically Zemo says, "Hey, Enchantress, get us out of here." She sets this spell that sets them back in time to what was happening at the very beginning of the comic book, where they were sitting there scheming and planning about defeating the Avengers. And they had all the knowledge that they had of not being able to defeat the Avengers, Immortus showing up and everything. And all of a sudden, Enchantress got the same exact thing that Immortus was getting ready to, the same premonition that Immortus was getting ready to show up. And, Zemo was saying, like, "Oh no, like, get rid of him, so they had all the knowledge. The Avengers didn't, so it was pretty crazy, like they were going back in time. So, anyway, I've talked about this here on the channel, guys. Let's get back into this. An older, more experienced version of Kang, Immortus first appeared in Avengers number 10. as the Lord of Limbo, whose main goal was the preservation of an alternate timelines rather than conquering them, which was always his goal as Kang in the long and twisted history of Kang. Immortus is sort of the final evolution of the character, even though he coexisted with, sided with, and came into conflict with other versions of his younger self. I'm not sure what comic book this is from. This isn't the one from Avengers issue number 10. But that's definitely Immortus there. Casting Grant as Immortus would be a brilliant move by Marvel Studios. An actor of his caliber would not only bring the necessary gravitas to the character, but also leave the door open to casting another, younger actor as Kang, should the studio have longer-term plans for the character. Guys, I've been talking about this for over a year now, bro. I've been talking about this for over a year, right? No. Man. Man. I want this so much to be true, just because so I can have at least one another thing that I can reach out there and be like, and I picked another thing out and I guessed another thing right, just out of my pure theories and speculation of things going on in my head. And if you want to know what else I picked out, you can go back and watch my scroll video. Yeah, yeah. You can go back and watch my scroll video. It's one of my top to watch videos where I was talking about Maria Hill and Nick Fury being Skrulls in the Captain Marvel movie. And I called it. I freaking called it. And you know what was funny is I remember when I went to see Captain Marvel. Was it Captain Marvel? No, it wasn't Captain Marvel. I speculated about them being Skrulls. Was it after Captain Marvel, maybe? I think it was after Captain Marvel. Yeah, it was obviously after Captain Marvel. About them being Skrulls. And it's in my video. Just go watch the video, man. Just go watch the video. You'll see. I was talking about it. Oh, but that's what it was. Because when we seen Spider-Man Far From Home, I was sitting there in the theater. This very second we seen Nick Fury, I was sitting there like, dude, he's acting funny. And I looked at my friend, and we were sitting there at the theater. And I was kind of like, why is he acting so funny? In Spider-Man Far From Home, I was like, why is he acting so... Like, that's not Nick Fury. He just wasn't acting like Nick Fury. And then lo and behold, it ends up... I was like, dude, I called it. I called it. Hey, I got one right. And just like, that's why I'm hoping this one's right too. You know what I'm saying? It would just be like great to be like, see, hey man, I've been, and I have proof. There's proof. You can go back and search all my YouTube videos. Oh God, please don't go watch them all. Where I was talking about this exact same thing. I'm telling you, I talked about this exact same thing. So yeah, there's that. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you guys think about Richard E. Grant. And the other thing I was thinking about, though, too, was even if he's not playing Immortus, in this Loki series, another interesting thing would be is, what if he was playing an older version of Loki? Supposedly we're getting different versions of Loki throughout the series. Well, if he was just like an older... And, maybe just much older version of Loki. I don't know. Because one of the things that they've said, the people at Marvel Studios and stuff, in some of the behind-the-scenes stuff, is they said that it's actually easier to de-age somebody than to age somebody forward. Because they said they had a real challenge when they were doing Haley Atwell, when they did that Captain America Winter Soldier, when she was in there. I guess that was... Yeah, wasn't that? Yeah, it was Winter Soldier. Where they had her in there, in the where she was there in the in her bed and everything when she had the dementia and all that stuff. They said it was harder to do that. They said it's easier to de-age people. So I mean, there's that too. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Let's see. Just finished episode 4 of Clone Wars. Solid entry. I haven't watched any of those. I need to go back. I need to go back to the beginning because I have no clue what's going on in that show. I haven't seen any of it. Dylan, just trying to avoid the corona. Yeah, man. Grant was in Rise of Skywalker. Yes, he was. Anyone avoiding the film until the current situation changes in Chicago and the burbs, the schools are near closing. It's not worth the risk. Well, yeah, I think if people are staying home, then it's not even good. If people are staying home, then go to the go to the theater. People aren't there. He looked like Kang the Conqueror. Yeah, yeah. Grant would make a great Kang. Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Um, let's see here. Rise of Skywalker. Rise of Skywalker was a shit show. Apex Comics says Richard E. Grant could be decked out with an Egyptian royal headdress, giving Loki a hard time. Immortus, yeah, absolutely. Aggressively says, dude couldn't beat me at Limbo. Psh, you want to make a bet, son? I could beat you at Limbo aggressively. I could beat you at Limbo on roller skates, even. Anyway, Mike W. Rogers says, "Hey, Second Street. Thanks for the knowledge. Shouted you out last night. Oh, awesome. Yeah, you no problem, man. Yeah, I can see you're reading a lot of the same titles I do, man. Like with the Mall series. The Mall series is great. It's written by Michael Morisi and Gary Dalberman. Great series. I love it. I've read every issue. The Neon Future series. Great series. Love that series. It was actually my one of my favorite comic books of last year. I gave a trade paperback of it away on my 1 year anniversary. If you don't own any copies of Neon Future and you guys want to check it out, you can go to Impact Theory's website right now and go to their comic store and download all the digital issues for free. Just put them in your shopping cart and it'll act like it's gonna charge. Like it doesn't charge you or anything, but it just asks for your email just so they know who it's sending it to. But they will give you issues 1 through 6 absolutely free. And there is a new series they're getting. Impact Theory is getting ready to come out with next week on New Comic Book Day called Hexagon. And you should also see Neon Future issue number 7 is getting ready to come out. I think in next month. I think it's getting ready to come out in April. So yeah, definitely. But thank you for being here, Mike. Let's see. Apex Comics says, I guess the Marvel executives are watching your channel and getting ideas from you. Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Nah, I doubt it. They don't know who I am. Stop stroking your ego, Second Street Marvel. No, hey, you know what? Like, this stuff right here, I am nerdy about in the sense that when I, because, like, dude, I'm telling you, like, this Immortus thing, dude, I'm telling you seriously, like this, like I'm just happy. Like, hey, I've been right about a couple of things, and the thing is mine are all based out of pure speculation, guys. I'm not stealing anybody else's theories or anything like that. I just go with what I've seen and what I track down myself. You know, but when it comes down to a lot of these movies, like here's something that I was talking about the other day, and I was mentioning it on the Den of Nerds channel. Was just wasn't it last week? When was the Black Widow trailer? Did it drop? Wasn't it last week? Remember, guys, I was talking on my morning stream. Was it the day after it happened? After the day after it dropped? That wasn't earlier this week, was it? Nah. It was last week. I'm telling you, time's been flying by that much. But I was talking to you guys and I was breaking down the trailer. And remember I was talking about AIM. I was talking about the AIM thing on the light. And then I was talking about all kinds of other stuff. Well, then I went and later that same day, New Rockstars, Eric Voss dropped a video saying everything, the exact same shit I said in my morning stream. Like all of it. Like there was a couple things he had. There was a couple things that he had different in there, you know. Like I said, and I even shared it on Twitter that day because I was like, dude, like seriously, Eric Voss appropriated my shit. I think he took my morning stream and added some spices to it. He added some garlic. He added a little bit of paprika, maybe. I don't know, maybe paprika. Yeah, probably not. Probably some cilantro, maybe. Maybe a little bit of cilantro, and he added some salt and some pepper. He took it and he spiced it up. I'm telling you. That same day, you can ask Franjecture. Ask Franjecture. That same day, I inboxed him. I messaged him. I'm like, bruh. Like, they stole my shit. Like, okay, and they didn't steal. But like I said, it's because we're all nerds and we all see it. We see the same stuff. When was this? The other day? It was, when was that? On the 3, no. It was on Tuesday. Yeah. So it happened on Monday. Yeah. It was on Monday, so it happened on Tuesday. It was my Tuesday live stream, guys. We were talking about this. Dang, man. Dang. But yes, this is the little a little part of the ego I would have, I guess, if any I have any, because like yeah, like I'm nerdy about this stuff and I pick this stuff up, so I will give myself that. Yes, yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll take this one. I'll take this one. I'll take the last one too. The one about guessing Nick Fury and Maria Hill being Skrulls. I'll take that one. And I'll take this one too. I'm telling you more. That's why like I just hope this one comes true because I'm like, dude, I've been talking about this for like a year. Yeah, it's been a year. Because you can see the video. Do I need to go back and show you guys the video that I'm talking about? Do I need to go show you guys? It's there. It's there on my channel. I'll find it. Oh, anyway, but yeah. So yeah. Anyway, Fury turned into the Ben Mendelsohn scroll. Yep. United Comics University says, I understand how you felt because I call that Captain Marvel will be the one to save Tony Stark. Yeah, I thought Agent Carter was good. Just I could just tell by the eyes. Oh, you mean when they did the when they did the de-aging? Yeah, definitely. I thought they did it pretty decent. Eli Gray says, stop giving them all the free movie plot ideas via speculation on the streams, my friend. Well, hey. They're there and there's proof. But really all it is just my speculation is just that good. Twice. Maybe twice. Once. Once for sure. Maybe twice. Maybe twice. Hey, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. It'd be cool. Theaters are taking steps required by the CDC and cleaning all surfaces throughout the theater to keep customers and employees safe. Yeah, and that makes sense for me. When I go to a theater, like I don't eat popcorn and all that stuff when I go to the theater. I just have my water. And I just take the water in with me. So, like, I just literally walk into the theater, I sit down, and I'm just there all... But I mean, certainly I still end up touching stuff, but, nah. I don't know how worried I'd be about it. I mean, just wipe shit down, man. It's pretty simple. Hector Figueroa says, just made it, loving the shirt Trinity. Oh yeah, thank you. Brian the Observer says, Second Street Marvel, work is light thanks to China. I'm angry and unapologetic. Silver lining, this is the perfect story opportunity for a good comic book or TV series. Absolutely. No way Second Street, stop. No way Second Street, trying to find series people haven't done. Shit. Yeah, man. Go back and watch. I'll pay more attention, buddy. Yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah, and go back and check. I got playlists of them, but go back and check them out. Yeah, no, they're all good series. And believe me, my reviews on them haven't really hit neither, because like a lot of people aren't out there looking for them. That's why I want to do them too. I mean, help go make them shine. Because yeah, Maul is a great series. So is Neon Future. Some of my favorite series, man. Seriously. Rose Sachs says, people will take public information and make it their own. Yeah. Fanjack says, what stuff are you touching? Nudie flick. Apex Comics says, I fell in love with Haley Atwell when she was Agent Carter. Oh yeah, man, she's great. Yeah, beautiful woman. Sweet, I will. Yeah. Fanjack says, did you say yet what's planned for the Trailer Park Live tonight? No, I don't really have any plans for the Trailer Park Live tonight. Tonight, dude, definitely, if you want to come on, Vanjecture, we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen tonight. All right? Yeah. Go ahead and come on. We'll talk some shit. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. So yeah. Anyway, guys, let's get into a little bit more stuff here. We want to talk about Black Widow as well, right? Something else I definitely want to talk about here, because here we go. This is again on Murphy'sMultiverse.com, connecting imaginary dots, the Taskmasters, the Dark Room, and the future of the Black Widow franchise. Okay, basically what he does here is he kind of takes a lot of stuff that he has that can't all be confirmed, and he just takes a little bit of stuff that he's seen, and he just builds some speculation here in these series that he's talking about. And he goes in here, he's talking about how some of his theories, some of them don't always pan out, but a couple of them, basically like I was doing, saying, hey man, I've had a couple of them come true, man. Like, a couple things have been right. Because like I said, we're nerds, you guess stuff, you read comic books, you see how MCU kind of switches it up a little bit, and you might have a basic idea how they're going to do it. So right here, he's talking about, this series basically where he's called Connecting the Dots, and he says family ties, the less than subtle theme of this May's Black Widow has been built up through the trailers and has led us to believe that Nat's reunion with her Russian family will take her on a bit of a redemptive arc. The film is also setting up Taskmaster as the main antagonist, and oftentimes in the film the antagonist's arc is a dark reflection of the heroes. I'm beginning to wonder that as Nat's reunion redeems her, if we might see a family separated out for revenge. There are a lot of dots here, so I'll lay them out. Last March, I revealed that Ned Benson's script work on Black Widow introduced a new character to the mix. The studio was searching for a diverse female to play a small supporting role. A number of actresses ranging from Storm Reed, 15 years old at the time, to Hannah Quinlivan, 25 at the time, were up for the role. Also, 16-year-old Leonie Samuels was cast in Black Widow as Anya. I believe, but cannot confirm, that she appeared in yesterday's final trailer. Is that Samuel's front and center? I don't know. I'm guessing he's talking about Samuel's front and center. I don't know. I'm guessing he's talking about the one in the middle there, between all of them. I don't know, because I don't know who this actress is. The final trailer revealed that Taskmaster is now in charge of the Red Room and training an entirely new kind of widow who have no control over their actions. He is essentially the headmaster of the Red Room. Bam! Okay, I want to get into that first really quick, guys, okay? I have a problem with this. Okay, did everybody out there forget that Marvel doctors their trailers? What are you talking about? Taskmaster's in charge of the Red Room. What? They said that in the trailer. They chop the lines up and they mix them up in the movie, in the trailer. What? Though he could be. He could be, and I'll give you some reasons why. But remember, guys, they like to trick us with these trailers. So, this part right here where he's talking about, the final trailer revealed that Taskmaster is in charge of the Red Room. No. And training an entirely new kind of widow. No. It didn't reveal that. It only led us to believe that so we could build speculation on it. It didn't reveal that. We don't know, because I'm telling you, they doctor their trailers. They doctor them. Okay? But here's the thing is I've been talking about this kinds of stuff here. Some of these things here on the channel lately. I was telling you guys about this Black Widow series right here that just happened in the comics. What happened there was Black Widow, when she was coming up, when she was younger in the Red Room, coming up, being trained and everything, she had to go out and she had to take out some people who were some prominent characters out there, not necessarily in politics or anything, but she had to take out a whole bunch of people. She went out there and killed a bunch of people. She was used to do that, and basically the people that she went out there and killed were so people could inherit some wealth and positions of power. And then basically what happened in that series is there was somebody going out and impersonating her, making her look bad, as she goes out and started going after to kill the people who she had that she had killed, that got those positions of power, basically to take the power back or whatever, if you will. But it ended up not being Natasha. It was somebody else who was impersonating her, and it was this girl named Anya. And I've talked about this here on the morning stream before. It was this girl named Anya. And what Anya was doing was, because the Red Room, now at this point Natasha had been reborn in the Red Room already. She was already a clone of herself with implanted memories. She was reborn in the Red Room. Now the thing is, the Red Room had been dissolved. It was no longer around. But Anya was going out there trying to recreate a need for the Red Room once again, to get people to hire her and the Black Widow training program and restart it all over again. That's what happened in that comic book series right there. Okay? In that comic book series right there. I was talking about this the other day. Okay, so we've got that. All right? We've got that. Now the thing is, in the Black Widow Prelude comic, we seen. I was talking about this the other day when it came out too. We seen that General Ross was going to Councilwoman Holly, who was in Captain America: The Winter Soldier. She was the one that Black Widow was impersonating with the face spoofer. Basically saved her life. Thunderbolt Ross went to her asking for her resources from the UN to track down Black Widow and bring her to justice because she was, because of the Sokovia Accords and all that stuff after Civil War. Anyway, the point being is that, like, Councilwoman Holly said, yeah, but during all this conversation, as they were talking about Black Widow's history, he was talking to her about he was talking to her specifically about the Red Room, right? He was talking to her about the Red Room and how it's no longer around, but General Dreykov was in charge of it. I believe that Ray Winstone is going to be General Dreykov in this series, and in the movie, and I believe, and he even says in the comic book that he is the one who was in charge of the Red Room. And then they also had the lady who was actually in charge of training the Black Widows here, and I probably can't show you this specifically. Was run by Madam B. Okay, because it probably won't show you, the camera probably won't let you see all of this stuff here. But this was in the comic book. I got the comic book down here. But he was talking about General Dreykov was in charge of the Red Room. Madam B was in charge of training these soldiers. So there's that. I've been talking about that, and that the Red Room was gone, and now we see that this, possibly this Anya character might be in here. Something that happened in this Black Widow series. So yeah. So let's go ahead and get back into this. Let's see here. Mark Waid's run on Black Widow, which began in 2016, introduced the headmistress. The headmistress oversaw the Red Room when Natasha was trained. With the help of her daughter, known as Recluse, she has developed the Dark Room, a new, more violent Red Room that would train child assassins and would have no ties to any country. The headmistress ultimately killed herself, leaving her daughter to become the new headmistress and out for revenge against Natasha. Okay, and that was Recluse. Marvel Studios filmed part of Black Widow on location in Norway, I believe. A shot of the landscape appeared in yesterday's final trailer. Okay, so Norway. Interesting. Avengers Academy #1 introduced a character known as Finesse over time, and because of her abilities as a polymath, she became suspicious that her father was Taskmaster. This has never been confirmed or denied. This is a big one that has to be marked as rumor, as I was told that Black Widow would feature 2 Taskmasters, the first one male and the second one female. This is an unconfirmed rumor and only here because it supports my wild speculation. Okay, and let's see, what, oh man, what's going on? What's taking here so long here? So yeah, with all the dots laid out, here's what I'm starting at. Let's see here. Just got, dang it. Where are we at here? Oh, come on. Where's... okay, yeah. Why is this thing not showing it here? I don't know. Anyway, guys. Okay, it says Samuel's Anya is Taskmaster's daughter. Marvel Studios specifically wanted a non-white actress for the role because they were casting her as the daughter of Fabanel's Mason Taskey. Her character is an amalgamation of Recluse and Finesse. Marvel Studios has a lot of great characters, and they're not going to get to them all, so they've brought the two together to make an intriguing new character. Recluse is part of the Darkroom Academy, where she is trained by her father. At some point during the climax of the film, her father is killed by Nat, or maybe Yelena. When she finds out, she swears revenge, becoming the new Taskmaster, and will be the face under the mask going forward. Anya's loss sets her on the very path Nat is trying to step off of. Of course, that means she's not going to get revenge on Nat also. Like I said, maybe Yelena. But you guys all think she's dead? But you guys all think she's dead, which is really weird because the series of screenshots pulled from the trailers tells a really different story, one in which she is alive. Note she is wearing the same outfit without the vest when she's on the table and being prepped for some sort of medical procedure. Yes. He goes through. But that is all another story. The bottom line is this. I look forward to more Tasky shenanigans and a couple more Black Widow solo films starring Florence Pugh. How crazy and convoluted is this conjecture? Okay, now here's where I'm going to say it's not crazy. It's not crazy. Because I just... the thing is he's talking here about speculation that they're going to have this Anya character in there, and then it's possibly Taskmaster's daughter. And I was noticing in some of the trailers, like we've seen in some of the trailers where Taskmaster looks bigger, and then we've seen like when the scene where he sits there and does the Spider-Man move and does the chest kick on Red Guardian. It looks very tiny. It looks tinier. You know what I mean? And that to me sounds very possible that they could have a daughter here stepping in, especially if it's this Anya character that is coming in to be Taskmaster's daughter, if that's happening. Because, like I just said in that comic book, where she ended up kind of going out there to restart the Red Room, and that could be something that General Ross is actually out there probably trying to want to help take part in as well. Who knows? Because General Ross isn't a good guy. We all know that. But anyway, guys, like I said, so much speculation going on here, and some of this stuff is kind of, like I said, all of this stuff really ties in well together. Like I said, I don't know, we've had Taskmaster in these trailers looks kind of just very, I don't know, man. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Because I really went into a lot of that that same day when Eric Voss from New Rockstars out there went and stole my content. Dang it. Oh, man. Let's see here. I missed a lot. The movie was good. Hector Figueroa says, stoked for Black Widow. Me too. And I'm hoping it don't get delayed with everything that's going on out there in the world. You know what I mean? Black Widow. I'm going to see Black Widow if it was inside a giant snot bubble. Apex Comics says, Omaze has a charity drawing where you can attend the red carpet Black Widow movie premiere and have vodka shots with Scarlett Johansson. I would love to win that. Yeah. Scarlett would love to have shots with me. Yeah, I would love to have shots with you too, Cap. But I don't know. It's not like I'm gonna sit there and try to hit on Scarlett Johansson and all that stuff. But I would love to see her in person. Because I'm telling you, but Scarlett Johansson, she's a great actress. I really do like her as an actress. But man, Scarlett Johansson is hot, bro. Like she's just smoking hot. But yeah, like I said, I'm married and all that shit, and it's not like I'm gonna sit there and hit on her and all that stuff. But I would like to see her in person. Maybe meet her, talk to her. If it was one of those things you get there and sit there and have a conversation and stuff, that'd be kind of cool. Just nothing major, but that'd be cool. But I've met a lot of celebrities and stuff, musicians and things like that anyway. So it's really not a big deal. But dude, I'm telling you, like, that would be a cool one because I like Scarlett Johansson. I've always liked Scarlett Johansson, and she is a really great actress as well. I don't think that was doctored, but the face was being swapped in the trailer. I think that was an edit. I don't know, man. I'm thinking those lines were all jumbled and taken out of order, man. I'm thinking she didn't even say that. Let's see. Everyone came here from Discord. Oh, what was Discord? What's going on in Discord? Did I miss something? Looks like as long as Tasky is Tony Masters, I don't care what he runs. Yeah, absolutely. Wu-Tang Will says, reinstated my Patreon support for you. Turn on notes. Not much, but I hope it also helps support your business in this time. I greatly appreciate it, man. I do, man. Really. Seriously, thank you. Mike W. Rogers says, girl think Taskmaster is dad. Follows footsteps, not dad. Goes crazy. New Taskmaster. Yeah. Lots of daddy-daughter issues. Yeah, and I was also talking the other day about how, if Taskmaster is in charge of the Red Room, who's to say that he's not one of those brainwashed soldiers being used to run the Red Room and he's just under brain control, just like Bucky was, and all that stuff. And then he's going to, come back, and you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Where he ends up being brainwashed, but then he ends up being like not so much the bad guy of the movie. He ends up kind of being, like hey, like he was taken advantage of, but then he still ends up teaming up with bad guys more than anything, being a mercenary for hire with bad guys more so than good guys. He basically ends up becoming like Winter Soldier, but with bad guys instead of good guys. You know what I mean? I would hit on her all day long, get her straining over to Scarlet. Oh, gotta take my shot. My fiance would give me permission. Eli Gray says they pulled Mulan and New Mutants because of coronavirus. Oh, I know. We'll see. We'll see if Black Widow makes it. I mean, seriously, how could they really? How could it really be with Colin Jost anyway? Yeah. I don't know, man. Hey, man. Hey. I don't know. I don't know. I think the same thing. Because like the Weekend Update's lame. Rose Sack says, I wouldn't mind seeing her in a sequel to Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, that'd be nice. Rosetta Allen, thank you so much for being here. Rosetta, you came out to the LA area and you didn't even stop in and say hi. I'm offended. Yeah, offended. Not offended. I'm offended. Cap says, if I was her, I'd give you permission, bro. Dan Nerds Discord. Oh, okay. Okay, alright. Eli Gray says, would not be surprised if Black Widow is moved. Yeah, you can be third wheel and have shots with her and Colin Jost. I'm not even going to say anything. Did he say daddy issues? Well says they need to just release Black Widow on Disney Plus for us. Oh man, dude, that would be too great. And people were talking about that for New Mutants too, and it's like, no, they want to make money with New Mutants. If anything, at least make it for digital purchase. Digital purchase. But then again, they kind of lose out there too, because you only have to buy a movie once for 10 plus people and do your own viewing at home, instead of each and every person has to buy a ticket for me and all of my kids. You know what I mean? Okay, so everybody sent here from the Discord and the Discord and Denim Nerds. Okay, I see. She's still with him, so she like funny dudes. Yeah, she's still with him. Bite the bullet and appease the fans. Yes. You didn't contact me. Yeah, I know. I didn't see until I seen you were with Jesse Milestone and all them. I was like, oh, I know they're down in LA, and was it Jeremy Proper? Is it Proper Jeremy? Yeah, I seen you there with all of them, and I was like, ooh, dude, I know she's in the LA area now. I was with Jesse 11 hours. I would have seen you if I knew you were there. Well, I'm about an hour north of LA. So I'm not exactly there. I do think Taskmaster have connection to Iron Man 2 because the footage of Black Widow he was watching from Iron Man 2. Yeah, he was watching the security footage there. Yeah, definitely. I would actually buy New Mutants. I would buy New Mutants as well. I think pay-per-view rentals style rental pricing with no pause. Oh man, that'd be the worst. You're mean, Garlic. You're mean. That'd be messed up. After one gets bought, then it's released online to be streamed for free. Yeah, that's what would happen, right? No man, he just had the Blu-ray of Iron Man. Yeah, I think he just had the Blu-ray of Iron Man 2. I think that's what happened as well. That was Santa Monica Beach. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I knew they're somewhere in that area, but yeah, so it was still, I don't know, a little over an hour away. Not too bad. It's got to make their money though. Yeah. I'll be in Palm Springs later this year. Okay, I think that's a little south of me. I'm super late, but then had to watch a 1.5 minute ad before I got here. Well, thank you for your service, AFK Bard. But guys, that's gonna do it for today's morning movie chat, guys. Like I said, plenty of stuff to talk about and things I've talked about here. At the beginning of the show, I was telling you guys how about these Richard E. Grant possibly being cast. Just to recap, possibly being cast in the Loki series as Immortus. Guys, I've talked about Immortus here on the channel. I've been talking about Immortus for over a year now. And he's possibly going to be in the Loki series. But I also speculated maybe he could be in a much older version of Loki. Or an alternate version. Who knows? And we also got into some Black Widow theories and speculation. Most of these stories coming from, actually, all of these stories were coming from murphysmultiverse.com. You can go check it out. There's no links down in the description or anything. Just go check it out. murphysmultiverse.com. Charles Murphy, he is one of the Marvel insiders. And some of this stuff, some of his speculation kind of revolves around stuff I've talked about here on the channel, man. Dang, man. Dang. About time I get something going right, you know, like get some more theories going out there and going right. So anyway, guys, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day here. Says Will Gentry, thank you for being here. Says everybody was kung fu fighting. I better be careful. Those cats were quarantined fast as lightning, right? Oh, Gentry, that is bad. Sorry to laugh. Oh, Broseph, what's up, my brother? Broseph says is popping. Yes, man. How are you doing, my brother? Dude, I got some work I need for you to do, man. I need some welding done, bro. I need to get a hold of you. I need to... Call me! I need to give you a call, bro. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here today. It's going to be one hell of a busy day for me here today, guys. I can guarantee you I'm going to be tired as hell on the Trailer Park Live later tonight. But maybe we'll have a guest on to help really bring the noise. Maybe Adam from Fanjecture, if he's not busy. I will bring him on the show and we'll have a nice little discussion after talking about some comic books. But thank you all so much for being here today. If you're not already, please make sure you subscribe. Click the little bell, you know, all of that good stuff. Just do all of that stuff. Help a brother out, you know what I mean? Tell your friends to come hang out. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you all in the next video. And there's going to be some videos dropping later today, and then the Trailer Park Live tonight. You all have a very good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.